Do you remember that television moment, maybe the most important in history, when we walked on the moon?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Neil Armstrong is, there's some debate now over what he actually said. And you'll recall that if you were watching this on TV and it had the whole world spellbound, here's what the audio sounded like.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That's what everybody remembers.
That's right, yeah.
But Neil Armstrong said that's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind.
Oh, that's interesting, yeah.
And he's dead now, but researchers from Michigan State University say that his version is probably true. They've been analyzing the speech of those native to central Ohio, and they said it's very likely he would have said it's one small step for a man, one giant leap for a mankind.
They can do amazing things at that speech lab. I went there once, believe it or not, for a news story, because they were listening to an old tape and were trying to decide whether or not the mayor had made a slur or not. And they played the tape over and over again to decide, and finally decided there had not made a slur. This was like 30 years ago. But it's amazing that you can sit there in a lab and listen to things over and over again and decide what someone said in retrospect. It's quite an art form.
For $5, where was Neil Armstrong born?
I was thinking somewhere in Indiana, but I don't know.
Wapakoneta, Ohio.
Okay.
And if you drive down I-75, there's a museum just off the freeway, and it looks like the moon coming up off the horizon. That's the Neil Armstrong Museum.
And the Midwest has provided a lot of astronauts, and Michigan provided many, and didn't the Jackson area provide the most, like about 3 of them from the Jackson area?
I think that's true, yeah.
Yeah, so there's something about the kind of a hardiness of the Midwest that's just been great astronaut territory for some reason.